Welcome to my project bazaar.
Today we are going to see about differentially private frequent item set mining via transaction splitting. Or modified abstract. In this paper, we study the problem of designing a differentially private FIM algorithm which can simultaneously provide a high level of data utility and a high level of data privacy. This task is very challenging due to the possibility of long transaction. A potential solution is to limit the cardinality of the transaction by truncating long transaction. However, such approach might cause too much information lost and result in poor performance. To limit the cardinality of transactions while reducing the information loss, we argue that long transactions should be split rather than truncated. To this end, we propose a transaction splitting based differentially private FIM algorithm. We put forward a dynamic reduction method to dynamically reduce the amount of noise added to guarantee privacy during the mining process. Through formal privacy analysis, we show that our PFP growth algorithm is differentially private. Existing system. In existing system, variety of algorithms have been proposed for mining frequent item sets. Existing work presents an appropriate based differentially private FIM algorithm to limit the cardinality of transaction while reducing the information loss. We argue that long transaction should be split rather than truncated. To this end, we propose a transaction splitting based differentially private FIM algorithm, which is referred to as a priori. In particular, a smart weighted splitting technique is proposed to divide a long transaction into sub-transactions whose cardinality is no more than a specified number of items. In addition to offset the information loss caused by transaction splitting, a support estimation technique is devised to estimate the actual support of item set in the original database. Disadvantages: there is no opportunity to retruncate transaction during the mining process. The transaction truncating approach proposed is not suitable for FB growth. It is hard to obtain the exact number of support computation of item set during the mining process. It will differentially produce invalid results. And proposed system. The proposed system presents our private FB growth algorithm, which consists of a pre-processing base and mining base. In pre-processing base, we transform the database to limit the length of the transaction. The pre-processing base is irrelevant to user specified thresholds and needs to be performed only a given database. In particular, to ensure applying differentially private algorithm on the transformed database till satisfy differential privacy for the original database, we propose a weighted splitting operation. Moreover, to preserve more frequency information in subsets, we propose a graph-based approach to travel the correlation of items within transaction and utilize such correlation to guide the splitting process. Advantage of this process: it reduces the amount of noise. Such techniques are not only suitable for FB growth but also can be utilized to design other differentially private FIM algorithms. After the information of the database, the supports of frequent item set will not affect it. It has been shown to provide good results and has too low time complexity. The advantage of PFP over TT is basically the same as the FB growth over a priori. Next, we are going to see about data flow diagram of differentially private frequent item set mining via transaction splitting. First, customer enter into the purchase items. After the completion of this purchase, customer store the each transaction. After the completion of this process, go to the split according to the transaction. After the split the transaction, then go to the smart splitting. Smart splitting is split the each transaction. Then each transaction is transformed into database. After the complete of this process, go to runtime estimation. Runtime estimation is complete, and then go to dynamic reduction. After the complete of these two process, go to the view frequently purchased item. This and then complete this process, go to the shop owner. This is the complete process of data flow diagram of differentially private frequent item set mining via transaction splitting. Next we can to see demo of this project, right click the login and run a file. User ID is b@gmail.com, password is pass, and then right click the login button. Can you able to see the categories home appliances, mobiles, laptops and cards. I am right click the mobile appliances and select your items 7,000, 12,000 or 10,000 and add to your list. Right click the add to your list, and then you can able to see your purchasing details. This detail contains the list of you purchasing. So details, this is your purchasing details, and the right click buy now button, and then you can able to see the b@gmail.com of purchasing. Get the total 29,000 and verify your details, name Harry, and then right click go to pay, and then right click the admin button. The admin login page is viewed, and then admin ID is admin, password is password. Right click the login button, then you can able to see the customer overall details, frequently purchased items. Right click the next button, frequently purchased items, show the list of frequents, and then right click the next button. Antivirus is 7 by seconds, list of frequently purchased items. This is the, and then order by rank. Order by rank is the list of 1 to 11 ranked and then right click the estimate maximum and average, and then find the maximum and average under 1 touch on solution to touch. Button. Thank you for watching.